This is how much money I earn and spend as a 19-year-old apprentice. Today, I'm going to be breaking down my monthly income and telling you what I spend it on. Please give this video a quick like and subscribe as well if you haven't done already. Getting straight into it, this is how much money I earn as an apprentice. I'm not going to say the exact number, but I can say it's between £10,000 and £15,000 per year. To use as an example for this video, let's split that down the middle and go with £12,500. Now, I couldn't find the average wage for an apprentice because it does vary a lot. There's different levels, different roles and different companies to take into account, but it can be between £7,000 all the way up to £20,000 plus in some cases. If you are wondering specifically what job I do, I'm on a level 3 course to do with construction and civil engineering, and it's for 2 years. But back to the example, if I was to earn £12,500 per year, this is how I would spend my money. Because this number is just under the tax threshold, the only deductions that will be taken off this salary will be some national insurance. So your each monthly take-home pay would be about £964. Now, I'm very lucky in that my parents let me live at home for free, although I do know a lot of people who might have to pay board if they're living at home past the age of 18, or some might even have to live on their own entirely. So a lot of this monthly income might have to go to rent or board, but for me it's currently nothing. On to money that I do actually spend. I've set up a standing order of about £200 a month to go into a Help to Buy ISA in order to help me buy my first house in a few years. I know these aren't available to everyone anymore to get, so if you don't have one of these, I would recommend putting this money into a lifetime ISA instead. The next thing I spend money on is my car. Now, I'm lucky enough to have a work van, so I don't actually drive my car a lot at all, only on weekends. So fuel for me works out to be about £20 a month. But if you had to drive a fair distance to work every day, I know this would be a lot more. I usually pay my insurance by the year, but if I was to split this monthly, it would be about £65 and tax would be about £20. I haven't been spending any money on going out or going out to eat, so this is currently zero at the minute, but when lockdown is over, I probably spend around £80 a month on this. I do also pay for a gym membership, which is about £17 per month, but other than that, I don't spend anything on what I don't need because I'm trying to save as much as possible. I do invest about £200 a month into the stock market using Trading 212, and I might as well mention now that you can get a free stock when you sign up with my link in the description. After all that spending, I then would have £362 to put into my bank account. Now, this currently gives me about 0% interest, and you might be wondering why I don't change it to another one that gives me higher. And the honest reason is that I just haven't been bothered to getting round to it. And also at the minute, interest rates are so low at every bank, there's not a lot of point in changing. You might also wonder why I don't invest it all into the stock market if I'm always raving about how good it is, and that will be a fair point. The reason I like to keep most of it in the bank is because I'm saving up for a house. If I was to invest all my money into the stock market at once and it took a massive crash, that would be all my money gone and I'd have to save up for that house for a lot longer. So the advice I would give, and that I'm following, is to only invest into the stock market what you can afford to lose, and for me that's about £200 every month. In reality, I'm not actually going to lose this money. Most likely it's actually going to go up in value, but I'm not a big risk taker and I prefer to be conservative in my investing as I'm still a beginner myself. So here's a quick list of all those expenses in a table. And here is one if you had to spend more on things like rent, fuel or food. I hope this shows that even though apprentices don't make much money, you can still save and invest some no matter what your income is. There's probably people out there that make a bit less or a bit more than this, but I hope it gave you a rough estimate of how much apprentices make and how you can budget your income in order to save and invest as much as possible. My questions to you today is, do you think apprenticeships are a good idea and do you think they are paid enough? Comment your answers down below. So there you go, that is how much I make and spend as a 19-year-old apprentice. If you did enjoy this video or found it helpful, please press the like button and subscribe as well. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.